Sir Jim Ratcliffe's remarkable curse continued, after he chose to watch a vital nice match rather than new club Manchester United. United's unlucky new minority owner has yet to see them win in 90 minutes, prompting fears he may be a jinx.
And while Erik ten Hag's men were beating Newcastle 3-2 at Old Trafford, Nice's hopes of qualifying for the Champions League ended with a 2-1 home loss to League One champions PSG. Ineos Supremo Ratcliffe is expected to launch a huge summer shake-up at United, on and off the pitch.
But if his dire record watching the Red Devils in person goes on much longer, he might have to make a tactical decision about his own presence. Ratcliffe saw much changed PSG pounce twice midway in the first half at Ineos-owned Nice. Read more. Top FOOTBALLMAKE. A Marcus Rashford in angry confrontation with fan at Old Trafford. Free bets. Free bet offers for Premier League football from our betting partners. In the absence of outgoing legend Kylian Mbappe, Bradley Barcola hit the opener and supplied the second for Yora Zag.
Muhammad Ali Cho cut the deficit to 2-1 before the break. But although Nice pressed for a leveller, their hopes of a point faded and died after Melvin Bard saw red on 75 minutes. Meanwhile, Rasmus Højlund was ending his 10-game drought to strike late in United's absorbing victory over Newcastle.
Most read in football Prem Aces battle. I hated footy so much I prayed for injury, says West Ham's Antonio VAR from over. VAR could be scrapped next season with Premier League clubs to vote on change. Art attack. Man United flop. Anthony gets massive tattoo of himself celebrating but fans fume. Bent out of shape. Watch Spurs and City stars raging temper tantrums after being subbed. Best free bet sign up offers for UK bookmakers. It means the Red Devils can finish no lower than 8th, and could nick 7th spot, as well as a place in the Europa Conference League, ahead of the Toon. Ratcliffe was at Old Trafford for last Sunday's much criticised 1-0 defeat by Arsenal.
Breaking: Raphael Varane will leave Man United in summer on free transfer as Sir Jim Ratcliffe plans club overhaul. He reportedly arrived 5 hours before kick-off, which is about the length of time it might have taken United to score, so tame was their display. It's understood the 71-year-old was keen to see United's matchday operations, with an eye on planned improvements.
But perhaps most of the changes needed were out on the pitch, although such a plight is something Ratcliffe might be getting used to. Having first watched United in a 2-2 draw with Tottenham back in January, H is still waiting for a normal victory.
The closest he came was the 3-3 FA Cup semi-final stalemate with Coventry, where United led 3-0 until the final 19 minutes. The Red Devils then squeezed into the final against Manchester City with a 4-2 shootout win.
Sun Sports verdict on Man United flops. Sir Jim Ratcliffe and Ineos have a busy summer ahead to get Man Utd's squad in order for next season. Below, Sun Sport gives its verdict on how they should deal with the Red Devils' flops this summer.
Andre Onana, stay. After a dodgy start at Old Trafford, Onana has proven to be one of the more reliable members of the squad this season despite being peppered with shots constantly. Altay Bayındır, go. Reports in February suggested Bayındır was unhappy with his bit-part role at Man United amid interest from Turkish giants Galatasaray.
If profit can be made on a sale, then it should be done. Tom Heaton, stay. Veteran goalkeeper Heaton, 38, is a reliable backup and is on a relatively small wage at the club. So long as he is happy, it makes sense to keep him. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, go. Wan-Bissaka, 26, has never managed to make the right back position his own.
With his contract up in 2025, it makes sense to cash in now. Diogo Dalot, stay. Dalot, 26, has been one of Man Utd's most consistent performers this season. Raphael Varane, go. If it wasn't for his injury record, there would be a strong shout to keep Varane, but costs need to be cut to allow the squad to be freshened up.
Harry Maguire, go. Maguire has showed he has the right character to be at Man United, but overall ability and desired profile are another matter, with Maguire too slow to play in a high-line defence. Lisandro Martinez, stay. Martinez, 26, is second to none in terms of build-up play.
He needs a long-term defensive partner on the right side and to cut out the injuries which have plagued him this season. Johnny Evans, go. Veteran campaigner Evans could easily be on the stay list if he was only going to be a bit-part player.
But he has shown his advanced years at times this season. Victor Lindelof, go. Lindelof, 29, has been reliable if not unremarkable in his Man United career. He has 1 year left on his contract, so should be moved on if a decent transfer fee can be got for him.
Willy Kambwala, stay. He should be given the opportunity to mature for a few years behind a senior CB pairing before stepping into the first team as a starter or being moved on. Luke Shaw, go. One of the Premier League's best left-backs when fit, Shaw has been a good servant when available.
But alas, that has been his Achilles heel once again this season. Terrell Malaysia, stay. Malaysia, 24, was decent enough to earn some merit in his first season at Man United before injury ended his season and inadvertently led to his second season being a write-off. Sufyan Amrabat, go. Amrabat, 27, looked like a world beater at the Qatar World Cup with Morocco.
But H has had an underwhelming season in England and his loan spell will almost certainly not be made permanent. Casemiro, go. An alarming physical decline has seen him turn from key star to burden.
If a club is willing to buy the 32-year-old, who has 2 more years on his contract, then United should snatch their hand off. Christian Eriksen, go. Eriksen proved a useful asset and Ineos should look to bring in another player with similar traits, but frankly his legs have looked gone towards the end of this season.
Kobbie Mainoo, stay. The first of the so-called untouchables, Mainoo has been a rare glimmer of hope in the Red Devils' midfield this season. Mason Mount, stay. Mount can be given the benefit of the doubt until summer 2025, at least after a debut season riddled with injury.
Scott McTominay, stay. McTominay, 27, has proven himself to be a brilliant plan B off the bench this season, and that is exactly why Ineos should look to keep him. Bruno Fernandes, stay. Man Utd's best player since his arrival just over 4 years ago, Fernandes, 29, remains second to none when it comes to creating chances, while his tenacity boosts those around him.
Antony, go. There's a case to argue that Antony may be the worst pound-for-pound signing in Premier League history. Despite some memorable moments, he simply isn't Man United quality. Anthony Martial, go. Ultimately, Martial needs to be let go when his deal runs out this summer after an appalling injury record of late.
Marcus Rashford, stay. As easy as it would be to say Rashford should leave the club this summer, it is difficult to look at the market and find many available players capable of scoring 30 goals a season. Alejandro Garnacho, stay. Another third of the untouchables trio, Garnacho has made the right wing his own since coming into it.
H is a raw talent but has shown he has the quality to improve. Rasmus Højlund, stay. A slow burner in his first Man United season, the 21-year-old has often been starved of supply, which has led to him being unable to get the goals his movement and unselfish play often merits. Amad Diallo, stay. In the fleeting moments he has been on the pitch for Man United this season, Diallo has looked dangerous and exciting.
He should be given a chance to flourish with some proper chances in the first team across a whole season.